If your company or industry requires a formal approval process for requirements or other specifications, it can be a time-consuming, error-prone bottleneck unless you have a good management tool. Polarion's Approval Center feature makes it fast and easy to implement a secure, transparent, repeatable, and traceable approval cycle in your projects. Let's take a look. The key to success is to take advantage of Polarion's customizable automated workflow. When you use one of Polarion's project templates as the basis for a project, an approval process is built in, ready to go. You don't have to use it, but it's there if you need it. When a requirement transitions from the draft to the reviewed status, the workflow automatically adds a list of designated approvers to the item and emails a notification to those people. This Add Default Approvals workflow action handles that. So, who gets designated as an approver? Let's take a quick look. Polarion's default user permissions configuration has a special user role, Project Approver. This role is granted the permission to approve, disapprove work items. Before kicking off the approval phase, the project admin assigns this role to every project user whose review and approval is needed. We're looking at user management in the project administration, and we can see that project user Carolyn Customer does not have the project approver role. Now we want this customer to review and approve requirements, so the administrator assigns her this role. With our approver users designated by role in the project administration, let's now see how the approvals process actually works. Here's a specification live doc partly cloned from DrivePilot, Polarion's example of a systems engineering project. Some requirements have been drafted and our project manager is ready to launch the approval phase. The Approvals panel is your interface to the Approval Center feature. Right now it shows no items awaiting approval, only items outstanding, which means no approvers have been designated for them yet. To add approvers, simply transition requirements from draft to reviewed status. Let's transition this one. Open the Work Item Properties panel, select the Send to Approve workflow action, and save the document. Now open the Approvals panel and you can see the list of people who were designated to review and approve this item. These users were designated because they all have the project approver role. On larger specifications, you may want to add approvers to many requirements at once. You can do that by going into the Table view, where you can select multiple requirements and transition the status all at once. You can see the Approvals panel from here as well. With people designated as approvers for our requirements, let's look now at the process from their point of view. Our customer user has received notifications that she has items waiting for her to review and approve. She can click the link in the email to go right to the work item in the portal. After logging in and looking over the item, our customer can easily review all of the items awaiting her approval. Clicking this button takes her into the specification live doc. When she opens the Approvals panel, the My Approvals tab shows her a summary of what's waiting for her. Now, if the spec is large with items awaiting approval by different people, Carolyn can click the waiting statistic here and switch to a filtered view of the document that shows only those items that are waiting for her. Now our Carolyn customer user can mark any single item as approved or disapproved. Or she can select several items and approve or disapprove them all at once. Saving the document registers her review actions in the system, and the change in the overall status of approvals will immediately be visible to other stakeholders. So what happens when someone disapproves an item? Well, quite often there will be questions and discussion both before approving some item and when some item is disapproved. In these cases, any approver can start a thread of approval comments. Other approvers and/or the project team can reply, and when everyone reaches consensus, the comment thread can be marked as resolved. This hides it, but keeps it available to view if necessary. Let's say this disapproved item has been modified after some discussion. Any team member with permission to reset approvals can do just that on a disapproved item by clicking this X icon. That automatically sends the item back to the designated approvers for another round of review as soon as the document is saved. The changes in approval state are automatically tracked in the work item's history, which can be reviewed, exported, or reported anytime. That wraps up this introduction to the Polarian Approval Center, and we hope it meets with your approval. Your feedback is welcome on the page for this video on our website, and we thank you for your time and your interest in Polarian.